In today's video, I will show you a complete full steps how you can create a Kubernetes cluster by using KOPS. Then we can deploy a application to that Kubernetes cluster. So I'll give you overview of the documentation first, then I will explain and show the hands-on demo. Before I start the video, just a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed the channel, subscribe the channel, because after completing the 60-day course, I will also create cloud and database video that will help your career. So don't forget to subscribe the channels. Now let's start today's video. So our today's topic is we will create a Kubernetes cluster. So what is KOPS? The definition is here. I will explain later. Now how we can create Kubernetes cluster, those hands-on steps we need to follow. So we have some prerequisites to create a Kubernetes cluster in our local environment or any EC2 instance. So for that purpose, we need to do some steps. So you need to have an IAM account with the for administrator access and a domain name and EC2 create, and those steps I put it here. So install AWS CLI, you need to run that command. Then configure AWS CLI, you need to run this command. And for create a EC2 SSH keygen, you need to create a SSH keygen to create a SSH key to log into the EC2 server. So these things you need to do first. Then we need to install the KOPS. So for installing KOPS, we need to just copy this command and paste it in local terminal. Then it will install the KOPS. Then you need to install kubectl. This is the URL of kubectl. You can go that documentation which is available in that URL, or you can just copy and paste this command in your terminal to install kubectl. Then we'll create a S3 bucket for KOPS. So KOPS will store that cluster information in that S3 bucket. For that purpose, we need a S3 bucket, and I put it here. You can create the S3 bucket from your command line, or here, or you can just go to the console and create the S3 bucket from web console. Then step 3, create the cluster configuration. So this command will create the cluster. So this is the command, and I had also give an example here. So in this command, you need to change the domain name. You should use your domain name, and here you put your bucket name which you created just now. Then same, you can see you need to change your domain name here and put your SSH key which you just created before, that you will need to put here. So then, or you can also use this way. If you want confused to write this way, you can also write this way. Then step 4, you need to update the cluster. So for update the cluster, you need to run that command. Same way, you need to use your domain name and S3 bucket name, and make sure you type //es-admin. And I put the example here. So I use devopssteps.com, and my bucket name was this. So validate cluster. After create the cluster, if you want to validate it's like ready or not, you can run that command to validate your cluster. And after done your work, you can delete the cluster by running this command. Edit the cluster, you can run that command if you want to edit anything. Then I put it here again. Verify cluster is working properly. So make sure the cluster is working or not. And after creating the cluster, you can run this command kubectl get nodes and kubectl get ports, just all namespace. If it's showing a system port, then you can understand your port is ready. And one thing, make sure you need to wait around 5 to 10 minutes to create the cluster. So it will take around 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you can get this kubectl node command to show the nodes. Then step 6, I put a sample application. So we'll create a sample application and deploy this application to that created cluster which we just created by KOPS. So create deployment and just take the Nginx image, and we get the service or expose our application which is Nginx in this Kubernetes cluster. And kubectl get SBC, you can see the service is created, and you can copy the service and paste in your browser, and you can see the Nginx website is running properly. So after you've done your demo, make sure you delete the cluster, because KOPS is a little bit expensive. So you need to delete the cluster. Make sure you run that command. So in your place, this is your cluster name. So you need to put your cluster name here and make sure type --yes. So now let me scroll up and show you everything from scratch, and I will also show parallelly the hands-on demo. I put a definition here. What is KOPS? So KOPS is a Kubernetes operation, and it's a production level cluster, and I give some point here. So it helps you to create, upgrade, and manage production grade Kubernetes cluster on AWS and other cloud provider also. So we can create KOPS in AWS or any other provider also. Think of it as a kubectl but for managing entire cluster. So we are managing entire cluster. It automates EC2, VPC, Route 53 IAM role, security group, auto scaling groups for your Kubernetes cluster. So mainly Kubernetes KOPS is a production level cluster. We can deploy our cluster to AWS or any other provider. Now I will go to the AWS console and do step by step. AWS console, we are in like in IAM. So if you type IAM, you can get this skin basically. So if you are in IAM, you will get this skin. Then basically you need to go to the like user. You need to create a user. So create a user. Then you need to like give a user name. So like I put KOPS 35. Then you need to put next. We need to put in admin group. So like if you don't have any idea about AWS, you can see my AWS module. So then we need to go to the user, which is KOPS 35, need security group. Then you need to create an access key. So command, I understand, like create the access key. If you want, you can put a description, you don't need it. So create access key. So our access key is created. So now we need another thing which is like Route 53 DNS. So if you type Route 53, this will open this screen basically. So here I already have a domain. So for that purpose I have created a hosted zone. So this domain will need to work to installation KOPS. We also need a S3 bucket, so let me create a bucket also. So these things are basically prerequisites to deploy the KOPS in your AWS. So let me create a bucket for that. So give a name. So KOPS, it needs to be identical. KOPS like 35 10 2025. Okay, keep everything same. Just create the bucket. So our bucket name is this, so we need it. So let me get it that side. Now we need to like configure this in our EC2. We need an EC2 basically. So here already have a EC2. Let me refresh that page. Maybe that was the previous one. So let me get in this server. So let's copy that one. So SSH minus I. Sorry, I didn't put the IP. So let me clear the screen. So I need to make sure like AWS S3 ALS is working properly. You can see it's not working, so I need to configure that one. So AWS configure. Then you need to put that ID that was previously used. I delete that one. So I need that access key. So copy that one. Paste it. You need to secret key. Then keep it same. So let me clear the screen. So now if we type AWS S3 ALS, you can see the all bucket available in our AWS account, and this is the bucket we just created now. Okay, So the prerequisite is almost done. So now we need to do the installation process. So these are done. So now we'll do the installation of KOPS. So let me copy that command. Didn't copy it. So to download the KOPS, then you need to chmod and move to the bin folder. So instead of typing the command, I just copy and paste because I want to make the video shorter. That's why I'm doing this. So now we need to install the kubectl. So for installing kubectl, this command should be work. If not, I have another command also. Sometimes this download thing is not working. Let me check first. Kubectl. So see, this command is not working. So let me grab the URL from other link. Go to the Google, type install kubectl in Ubuntu and get this link should be there. So you need to copy that one. Then if you want to validate, you can do. Then kubectl. You can see our kubectl install. So if you type kubectl, enter, it will show the command. Okay, so sometimes if anyone command not working, just go to the Google and type that one. So I will update that command in this documentation. So after installation kubectl, we already create the S3 bucket. So we can do this way to create a bucket, or we already created a bucket. That's the easiest way. So now we need to create the cluster. So let me copy that command, and we need to do some modification in this command. So let me clear the screen. So here is we need to create the public key. Forget that one. So here is our domain name. So our domain name is DevOps Steps.com. Make sure spelling is properly okay. DevOps Steps. Then S3 bucket, also different name. Let me grab the S3 bucket name. So our bucket is there. This is the bucket name. Then June US is to 1A and we used 1B is fine. Node count 2 is fine. Load size T3 small is fine. Control panel, we need a little bit stronger server, so T3 medium is fine. DNS zone, we need to put the DNS name again. Domain name basically. So DevOps Steps.com. DevOps Steps. Okay, so node volume. If we didn't mention the size, it will be make bigger size. So it will increase our costing. So we are doing testing. So our 12 GB size is fine. So make sure you fix the size. Otherwise, it will take more size. So control panel also take the 12 GB. So here we need to create our private key. Okay, so let me like comment this command, then create a public key, then we need to keep this public key name here. So SSH keygen. Okay, so our public key is this one. If you want to make sure, you can like ll dot you can see this name is public and private keys created. We need the public key basically. So let me go our previous command. So we need to put the public key here. Okay, so that's all for today's creating the KOPS command. So need to uncomment the command at the beginning. Okay, now let enter. So it will basically create a KOPS cluster. So it will take some time. So let me pause the video and come back again when illustration is done. So it's already done. So you can see like how to use this command. It puts some command here. So better like edit the cluster, you can do this command, and like also control panel update, you can use this command and this command. But in the documentation I have the right one, so try to that one. So here is another way you can cluster create, but this one is the best I found. So now if you want to update the cluster, so you need to use this command. So like kubectl update cluster, your domain name, then S3 bucket name, and yes, in the they didn't use the bucket name. Okay, but we want to use the bucket name. So copy that one, paste that one, still copied. Okay, we need to change the bucket name and the domain name. So bucket name is and domain name is devopsteps.com. Okay, so enter. So we didn't put one there, so it will take some time to update and create the cluster. So let me pause the video and come back again. So cluster creation is complete, but we need to still wait like 10 minutes to validate the cluster. So if you run the validate command, basically it will not working properly. So we need to wait basically 10 minutes. So let me try the validate command. So our bucket name is so it is going to create. So need to wait for few minutes. So validate that one. Okay, let me pause the video again. So after around 10 minutes I'm back again. So let me run that command again. Now it should be validated. It should be created now. So now you can see your cluster is ready, and everything like one control node and two worker node, T3 medium and T3 small. Now basically we can deploy any Kubernetes cluster in this KOPS environment. So after you can do this validate command, you can update this command, and after do the test you can delete the command by using this command. So like if you type get nodes, you can see like node is tool should be there, kubectl get nodes. You can see one control node and like 3 worker nodes, so total 3 worker nodes basically. One is control node and 2 is worker node. So same if you type kubectl get ports, no port will be there because we didn't run any like application, but if you type -a, then it will show the system related port. These are all like system related port. Okay, so this all command I put it here. So now if we want to create a simple deployment, so just kubectl create deployment, give them deployment in Nginx and use the Nginx image, just simple Nginx image. It will create a deployment just for showing how it's working or not. So now let me expose that port. So you can see here now you can able to use the load balancer. Okay, so you are using like cloud, that's why you are able to using load balancer. But before, when I using in the minikube, we need to use node port or cluster port. Okay, now if you type kubectl get all, you can get everything is fine, so pod is running, and also you can browse by accessing this load balancer, but it will take a little bit time, like around 2 minutes it will take to update the load balancer. So let me copy this well. So it will not come, it will take around 2 minutes to come, so we need to wait until it comes. So like if you want to go to the AWS, you can also see that load balancer is going to create. So we need to like wait 2 minutes. So let me pause the video. So around 2 minutes we can see the Nginx default website is showing. That means our application is working properly. So if you go to the AWS, you can see the load balancer also. So here is load balancer. You can see this load balancer is created, and it will take around 2 to 3 minutes to come to online properly. So we need to be patient. Okay, so let me go to the documentation. So our everything is working fine now. So we did the test. So now after deleting the cluster, just you need to use this command called kubectl delete cluster and the cluster name -es. So our cluster name is different. So our cluster name is devops.com. So now didn't copy it. So put the bucket name also. Then -es. So KOPS delete cluster, we need to put the cluster name and state the S3 bucket name and -es. So it will delete the cluster, and also it will take some time to delete the process. So that's all for today's video. I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you found this video is helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. In the next video, I will discuss in different topics of Kubernetes. So up to that time, best of luck. Bye.